So my name is Paula Bernardino, and I'm located in Montreal.
So, what brought you into the climate movement? What is your climate why?
I was working in the insurance industry a couple of years ago, and of course, it's an industry that is impacted a lot by the events, the catastrophes related to climate change, floods, wildfires. And I realized that there's a lot of disconnection between the different groups in society. So citizens, corporate world, municipalities, and they're all aware that there's something going on, but then when it comes to how impacted I am, some will close their eyes or feel like it's them, it's not going to happen to me, so what's in it for me, or why should I care, is not the same in these different groups. So I felt the lack of awareness was something to me that was talking to me, given that my background is in public relations communication. So talking, bringing those key messages is really important.
How long have you been a climate reality leader, and what motivated you to apply for the training?
So I ended up looking at climate reality. I had already seen information about this work from Al Gore, and I did the training. So then I applied. There was a training coming up in Pittsburgh in 2017. So I applied to that. It was in person. I loved it. It was great. It was great to meet people from other parts of the world. And again, hearing about the concerns from other parts of the world and then our concerns here in Canada. And that was also a time, and it's a picture that is part of our presentations. We had just gone through the wildfires in Fort McMurray in Alberta, which is still like that number one cause for the insurance industry. So I saw how it was impacting our operations. And again, I saw the disconnect when, we had corporations in that place where they kind of prepared themselves for that kind of catastrophe. So they were up and running while the fires were going on, but their employees were not able to come to work because were evacuating, their houses were burning. So again, that disconnect was there. And again, that's what prompted me to do that
Yeah,
training.
yeah, I remember that very clearly as well. That was a
Yeah.
terrible tragedy.
And what's interesting, and we saw it again this year with the wildfires across the country in 2023, is, I have family in Portugal, and
Hmm.
even for Fort McMurray, they'll see the images and they'll be like, well, how come that's happening in Canada? And you realize that it has nothing to do with resources. It's really, it's really the environment. And as we say in the presentation, Mother Nature is sending us a signal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like it happens literally almost, I think every continent besides Antarctica this year was on
Yeah.
fire. So
Yeah.
yeah. So what is the most challenging part of your advocacy work? And how has the Leadership Core training or the Climate Reality Network helped you overcome this challenge?
So what I liked about the program and climate reality was really the focus on the education aspect. And I love those three questions. Must we change? Can we change? Will we change? It just makes it so clear as to where we are and where we can be. So that to me was appealing because I felt with this approach, we would be able to reach more people and really increase the awareness and get people to think and reflect. And then the network, it's just great to see so many people sharing what they're doing. There's this woman on LinkedIn, Deborah Inton. She's awesome also. She's also Climate Reality Ambassador. She curates a lot of information from all over the world. So that's the power of the networking, is that we're constantly seeing things because we're all in contact.
Yeah. No, that's really beautiful. I'll check out Deborah. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. So what is your favorite part of the climate work that you do, and what motivates you to continue?
Yeah. So the presentations, and we were just talking about, I had a presentation last week in a geography class at McGill. It's the third year that I do a presentation in that class. So the prof has put climate reality presentation into the course outline. So always at the beginning or mid-October. So it's about a class of, I want to say maybe it's close to 100 students, all in their early 20s. And it's great to see their reactions, and it's great to see, their questions. And, it's a class that is um, international. You have students from different parts of the world. So seeing their reactions when I'm going through that part about should we change, and, showing examples from all over the world, I can see them relate to, oh, that's from my country. I remember this. And then asking them locally, what are you doing in Montreal? And I love to see their reactions. Yeah. So it's learning also from, that's what I like, is learning also from the people that you are presenting to. It's also inspiring. So it's a learning experience for both sides.
Yeah, and inspiring them to take action at the local level, even if they, especially if they're international students, they may not know where to get involved. So being that
Yeah.
liaison is like really supportive, right? And motivating to do more climate action on the ground. And that's really beautiful.
Yeah. And I love, the actions for climate reality. That's what I end up, giving as an example, is you can get involved in different ways in this movement. I love the green campuses, the initiative that you
Yeah, the
were
campus core
leading.
program. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's great to give students that opportunity, because it's from there that it's going to move up and make
Mhm.
changes.
Exactly. And I love about Campus Core, we try and really um, remind students that they are a client of their university and remind them of the power that they have, right? Because sometimes they just forget, like, oh, well, what can I do as one person? But it's like, like you are a part of this organization, and your voice matters. And so, yeah.
Exactly. And the voice is really important. You don't have to be extreme activist and break things. It's about, repeating the messages and using your voice, in different ways at, important spots that will make a difference.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.